If you've been struggling with sexual immorality, if you've been struggling with temptation, if you've been struggling with sexual sin, if you are living a life of sexual immorality, whether that be, secret sin, masturbation, pornography, fornication, sex outside of marriage. If you are in the sex industry, whether you are being forced to do it, whether this is by choice because you feel like you don't have any other choice and you feel like it's the only thing that works for you and it's the only thing that you can do to get enough money to provide for your family or even yourself, due to low self-esteem or whatever the case may be, God, your Father in heaven, is speaking directly to you. This video is on your For You page, your timeline, for a reason. This is not a coincidence. Your actions have repercussions. Your secret sin is not so secret. Just because people around you do not know what you're doing in private does not mean that I am turning a blind eye, that I cannot see what you are doing, that I do not know the ins and outs of your desires, your wicked ways, your sinful ways. Whatever excuse you've given yourself, whatever excuse you've told yourself, whatever excuse Satan has fed you and you have believed it to persuade you into doing what it is you're doing, into thinking the way it is you're thinking, into believing in what it is you're believing in, is not excuse enough. Your actions have repercussions. Those of you who are involved in repetitive sexual sin, in repetitive cycles of sexual immorality, you will face judgment if you do not humble yourself and repent. Whether you understood what you were doing was wrong or not, now you know. The pornography needs to stop. The masturbation needs to stop. The fornication, the sex outside of marriage needs to stop. The lustful thoughts, the obsessive thoughts need to stop. And yes, I know that Satan, the father of lies, is feeding this to you, but you have a choice to take it or to reject it. My word tells you to resist Satan, resist temptation, and he will flee. Those of you in the sex industry, you need to leave. This is your final warning. I have been putting this on your heart for weeks, months, years. You've been pimping yourself out for money, for validation, out of fear of the unknown, fear of pursuing the dreams that I put in your heart. If you would only stop leaning into your own understanding, if you would only give me a chance, I would give you the courage to achieve those things. You are taking the easy way out, and that easy way out will lead you straight to eternal damnation. My child, I am trying to save you. My son, my daughter, you will get the intimacy you so crave and you so desire, but you will not find it in the company of yourself and Satan. What you don't understand is when you are gratifying your own flesh in the wee hours of the morning, in the late hours of the evening, you are entertaining a spirit sent from the enemy himself. You think this is an act for one, but this is a sinful dance for two. It is never just you when you are indulging in satisfying your own flesh outside of my will. When you participate in these acts, you are opening yourself up to the adversary. You are opening a door and you are coming into agreement. You are forming a covenant with a demon. And I am warning you right now that if this does not stop, if you do not humble yourself, if you do not put your pride to the side, my grace will be removed. And when my grace is removed, you are left vulnerable.